Good morning, children. Have you understood what I taught the degrees of comparison, ma? Still, is there any doubt? Okay, once again, we go through. First one is the ordinary type, special type, two places, two persons, and two things. Last one is the negative type. I think you remembered all the clues step by step. Okay, ma? Now, I wanted to explain. First one is the sentence. How many types of the sentences are there? From the 5th class we are learning. Okay, 4. Number 1 is the declarative. Number 2 is the imperative. Number 3 interrogative. Number 4 exclamatory. So how to find out also, very well, I think. Once again I wanted to tell. Declarative means which sentence will give the full meaning and ends with the full stop. When there is a full stop, we completed the sentence. So it has a subject and verb. Definitely in the sentence, subject and predicate will be there. It gives the full meaning, full sense. That is known as the declarative. Number 2 is the imperative. Imperative means we have the two. One is the sentence start with the verb. There is no subject in the imperative. There is no subject. There is a verb. And second one, the sentence start with the negative one. These two will come under the imperative. Okay, ma? Negative means don't go, don't sleep, don't eat, don't go there, like that. The second one start with the negative one. And third one, interrogative. Interrogative means ends with the question mark. So we have the two types of the questions. Number 1 is the WH question and number 2 yes or no questions. Okay. So anyhow, these two questions ends with the question mark. So the last one is the exclamatory sentence. Ends with the exclamation. It shows the wonder, surprise, maybe sudden feeling. Okay. These will show ends with the exclamatory. These 4 types of the sentences. Number 1 is the declarative. Declarative means it has subject and predicate, which gives the full sense and ends with the full stop. Why I am saying afterwards, So remaining 3, you remember it, but we have to, I am stressing only on the sentence. And second one, phrase. In the sentence we have seen subject and predicate, but here phrase, it won't give maybe it gives the full meaning. For example, and in the corner, in spite of, due to, and account of, on behalf of. It gives, but not the full. Not full. Behalf of, to whom? So we have to make the question. So these are known as the phrase. Phrase means it does not give the full meaning. Sentence means it gives the full meaning. Phrase means it does not give the full meaning. It gives the meaning but not fully. That is known as the phrase. Then third one is the clause. Third one is the clause. I wanted to take now clause. It come under the sentence. First one is the declarative. So how to find out the clause we have to learn. Clause means, just now I told declarative. Clause means which sentence has a subject and predicate. It itself gives the full meaning. It won't depend upon the anyone. It itself gives the full meaning. That is known as the clause. That's what I stressed on the declarative. So clause means group of words. It has a subject and predicate. It itself gives the full meaning. That is known as the clause. For example, the men were constructing a dam which would produce electricity. Look here, ma. Clause means a group of words. It has subject and predicate. It itself gives the full meaning. That is known as the clause I told. But here, how to find out the clause, subordinate clause and main clause means the men were constructing a dam. I put the first stop. So, the men were constructing a dam. Is there a full meaning or not? There is a full meaning. Okay. So, this is known as the clause. This is known as the clause. Clause, we can say the main clause. We can say the main clause or principal clause. Main clause. So, it does not depend upon the any sentence. It itself gives the full meaning. I am repeating again and again, but don't forget. Okay. Next one. Which means it will show what it will show. Which means dam. Okay. Which would produce electricity. Which would produce. Which means here dam. So this whenever would produce electricity, it won't give the full meaning. This is known as the subordinate. This is known as the subordinate clause. Subordinate means this sentence depends upon the main clause. Then only it gives the full meaning. Have you understood? When you see this one, which would produce electricity, is there a full meaning? No. So full meaning is there. So which means what is the which here? So this subordinate clause always depends upon the main clause. So to find out the clauses we have to do. One is the main clause or principal clause, and next one is the subordinate clause. This subordinate clause always depends upon the main clause. You can remember which, who, where, that, all will give the full meaning to the subordinate clause. When we add it by this conjunction, when we add it, the subordinate clause will give the full meaning depends upon the main clause. Have you understood? The men were constructing a dam. That is the clause or main clause or principal clause. Main one. It does not depend upon anyone. It gives the full meaning. Then, which would produce electricity, which means dam. That means the subordinate clause always depends upon the main clause. Then only it gives the full meaning. It itself won't give the meaning. When it depends upon the main clause, it gives the full meaning. Now next example I will tell. Next example. He lost the ring. He lost the ring. That is the main clause. That is the main clause. While he was playing cricket. While he was playing cricket. So here, first one is what is the main clause? He lost the ring. When you make the question where or while, which, these are connecting the main clause. Then only the subordinate clause gives the full meaning. So he lost the ring. Where? While he was playing ring. When he was playing, where he was playing, while he was playing cricket, he lost the ring. So this is the main clause. This is the subordinate clause. So, my dear student, in each, to find out the clause easily you can remember where, when, where, adverb clause, where, ekkada, this is the place, where, when, how, while, that, all will connecting the main clause. Then only the subordinate clauses are give the full meaning. Otherwise, it itself won't give the full meaning. So today I taught only 3 sentences to find out: declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. Phrase means it gives meaning but not fully. So this is known as the phrase. Then sentence means it has a subject and predicate which gives the full meaning and ends with the full stop. Clause means it has a group of words, has a subject and predicate. It is known as the clause. So while we are taking like this, easily we can find subordinate, where is the subordinate clause and then where is the main clause. Already I taught in the second lesson, 8th class only, second lesson I taught clauses. Okay ma? So you remember everything. Don't say I don't know. Again and again I am repeating all the lessons I completed. I am taking the grammar again, revising. So be careful and listen careful and remember, don't by heart the grammar part. You remember, not in the notebook. You keep it in the mind. Okay ma, is it clear? Okay, bye.